everyone, my name is Asmita and welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we start this video, may I request you to subscribe to my channel. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button down there, and if you are already subscribed, I want to say big thank you to you. And now let's get into the video. From the title of the video and the vibe of the video, you might have already guessed that today's video going to be slightly different than rest of my video, but it's still in the theme of feminism and different aspects of feminism. So today's video is going to be my journey with makeup, and there is a big debate going on around makeup within the feminist spaces. Some feminists say, like usually radical feminists say, like makeup is never a choice and it is a weapon by which patriarchy rules women and make us feel that we are ugly and make us buy more products by calling us ugly. And then there is another group of feminists who say, like, oh, makeup is totally my choice and there is no other outer influence that is making me make this decision. So let's talk about that today while doing my makeup. And I will also talk about my journey with makeup and how I see makeup, whether I believe on radical feminists who say, like, makeup do not exist from a vacuum and there is always something in the back of our head while we do makeup, or I support the liberal idea of makeup is totally a personal choice and no one can say otherwise. So let's start. I always start my makeup by moisturizing my face, and that's what I'm going here. So my first encounter ever with makeup was when I was really young. I might be 10 years old, and by makeup I mean it was an eyeliner. That was the first ever beauty product I ever used, and I borrowed that from my friend. One of my friend gave me that, and my mother never used makeup and she still does not. The only makeup product she uses is lipstick. So I did not see my mom put on makeup growing up, and I was a lot darker growing up than what I am today. People don't even believe when I say this, so I'm sorry. So I'm going to put up a picture right here from my childhood and how I used to look. And I am sure most of us are familiar with the colorism going on in our South Asian community and how darker people were bullied, and just like that I was also bullied so much. And I remember first time ever I wore that eyeliner my friend gave me, and my mother used to own a shop. So I went to the shop and my mother went to bathroom or something, and I was just in the shop like for a while, and a neighbor shopkeeper, he just came in and he looked at me, and I was like a lot more darker, and he looked at me and he was like, why do even dark people wear eyeliner? Like, it will not even show up in your dark ugly face. And I was so bummed. Like, I was not one of those who would just keep my voice lower and then cry about it later. I answered to him in his face and I said, if you are beautiful and you are fair, then good for you. Don't come here policing people. That was literally my answer as a 10 or 11-year-old. And later on, when my mom came back, that guy he came back as well to complain about me, but my mother didn't do anything. She was like, yeah, whatever. So that's when I started my journey with makeup, and it obviously it came from the inferiority complex, because all of my cousins, my sisters, my family member, they all were like really fair, and they are really fair, and people used to call me like, you come from a family of fair people, how are you dark, are you not even your father's daughter, ha ha ha. That kind of joke was like so normal, and I was bullied a lot for my dark skin. And I used to think, if I get fairer, if I get like beautiful, then people might stop bullying me. And now that I'm ugly and everyone call me ugly, so I need to get fair, and the only way one can get fair is by putting on a lots of makeup. So that's how I get introduced with makeup. It came from inferiority complex, and I applied lots of fairness cream like Fair and Lovely and Pond's White Beauty when I was the age of like 11, 12, and my mother never allowed me to buy any of that, but my relatives, they used to gift me, like gift a literal kid all those fairness cream, and I used to wear that every day to school to look better and to look fair. And when I was in grade 10 or 11, I discovered foundation, because one of the girl in our school used to look like literal white. She used to put on white, like so white foundation and look white, and I wanted her to look white, so I asked her, and then she said she apply foundation, and that is the first time I bought my foundation which was literally white. I remember once I was in a my one of my relatives wedding, and I was making tea, and the tea, like I put a lot of tea leaves, so the tea get dark. It was literally black, and when I like was distributing that tea to all the relatives, one of them said like, you literally made tea that looked just like you, black, dark hair. It made me feel like really bad, and I was sad for the rest of the wedding. But then people keep mocking like, why are you always sad, can't you smile, can't you laugh, and all that. But they forgot that they just bullied me into being sad as fuck. So that's why I felt like I need to put on makeup, so that people can stop at least mocking me all the time. And in 2015, 2016, when the world was taken by Kylie Jenner and her lip products, like it was all about Kylie lips, like very matte, thick, big overlined lips, and blinding highlighter, when James Charles and all these guys start becoming famous, and like blinding highlighter, heavy makeup, heavy foundation was on trend, and I was on that trend as well, like brown eyebrows, like literally boxed eyebrows, and all that jazz going on. I think you guys know what I mean by that. So yeah, I was in that bandwagon as well. And at that time, and still, makeup is advertised as an empowerment tool, and how these feminist beauty magazine and women's magazine make it absolutely look like you are empowered, and if you wear eyeliner sharp enough to kill a man, then you are like literally powerful, and you can do anything and take a world by the storm. And I was totally into that bandwagon as well, and I believe that makeup is like literally the tool of empowerment, and nobody can criticize me for wearing a makeup. And if someone criticize makeup, then they are just jealous of me, and they just can't do their own makeup, so they are coming after me. And I find that narrative still so much in social media and in real life. Like whenever I make a post criticizing makeup, like I don't even shame people, because that is a wrong thing to do. Every time I criticize makeup and how makeup is like forced upon us, and if we are not wearing a makeup, or if today little girls are so insecure up on themselves and on their own skin, that they feel like they need to say sorry if they are without makeup in camera. How many times have you seen a woman come in camera and say, sorry guys, I don't have makeup and I just look like a homeless person, and then start whatever they want to say? But have you ever seen a man say, oh sorry, I have not shaved and my hair is all messy and I'm sorry for looking like this? No, never. They never say that. It's always women who have that burden to look good all the time, and look pleasing to everyone's eyes. But men never have that. They don't even feel sorry, even though they look really horrible and literally not presentable at all. But we have all the burden. So I don't know if makeup is really a tool of empowerment, or just a stick that is used to beat women with. Also, let's not forget how much money a woman spend on makeup and skincare, and how much money a man is saving by not doing all that. So yeah, that's another, you know, aspect of makeup. It makes us buy more and more products by calling us ugly. So I bought this like 1 year ago or 2 year ago, whenever this was launched, very new. I paid $110 for this, and I am very, you know, keen on making a full use of it. I haven't bought any other eyeshadow palette after that, and I'm not even buying any other eyeshadow palette until I finish this one. And I use the same palette for my eyebrows, for eyeshadow, for blush, for highlighter, everything, because I paid a lot of money for this and I need to make worth of all that money. And when people say I do it for myself because it makes me look pretty, and I want to ask you, I'm not shaming anyone for doing makeup, okay? You can see I'm doing it myself. I'm not shaming, but we need to question when we do certain things. Why do you feel pretty only when you wear makeup? Why don't you feel pretty in your, you know, bare skin? Why can't you go out in your bare skin? If you can't go out in your bare skin, you know, without makeup, and you feel like you did something wrong and you don't feel pretty or you don't feel confident, then you didn't make a free choice. You didn't do it for yourself. You do it because you are insecure. And where does that insecurity comes in? Because everyone around you is wearing makeup and everyone around you is like looking good, and they are saying I do it for myself and I'm empowered, and I am empowered. And that is where you pick that from as well. Because let's be honest, if no one around you was wearing makeup, and no one around you ever said like you could look without makeup, or you look good with makeup, and all that discussion about makeup, you wouldn't even, you know, bother to do that. Why would someone spend so much money just, you know, for yourself? It of course comes from somewhere, and in my case it came from the inferiority complex that I felt growing up. But right now I'm fully secure in my own skin, and you might have seen so many of my videos where I'm not wearing makeup, and sometimes I wear makeup. But now it has become like a habit, you know, because I have done it so much throughout my life, from really early on. Now it has become like a habit to do it. And also when I was in really bad phase of my life, when I was going through anxiety and like really bad depression, that time it helped me a lot because it made me feel pretty. But again, making me feel pretty and making me feel empowered is very different from actually being empowered. And we need to actually focus on being empowered rather than feeling empowered, because the feeling will go away once the makeup is out. If you can only feel empowered while wearing makeup, that means a makeup removing wipe will take all your empowerment away. But if you are actually educated, financially independent, you know, then nothing can take that away from you. Nothing can take your education, your independence away from you. But if your empowerment is all coming from your makeup and your clothes, then a makeup wipe can literally take your empowerment away. Wearing makeup and going out, you know, going to work, going to like audition for something with makeup and without makeup, people who go with makeup have advantage over people who do not go with, you know, makeup. Because uh, wearing makeup is seen as a kind of presentation. You are presenting yourself in a good way, or you know, like you are actually, how the media have fed us into wearing makeup is equal to empowered person. So all that narrative. And when a woman, like let's say two women, one is wearing makeup and one is just not wearing makeup and not, you know, wearing really fashionable clothes, people will usually think like the one wearing makeup and one wearing nice clothes is actually like a rich person, or maybe, you know, a person with higher status quo in society. So people will favor a person with makeup and who is wearing actually nice clothes over the person who is not doing it. So the sense of power we feel that comes from makeup, it just gives us power over another woman but not over men. because men don't care about makeup, they don't wear makeup, they don't have to wear makeup to feel empowered. If actually empowerment would come from a makeup, then all these Bill Gates and Jeffrey Bezos would be wearing tons and tons of makeup, but it's not the case. So I put on a lip gloss off camera. Now let's come to the conclusion of the video. So I believe that makeup is not a tool of empowerment, and when people say I do it just for myself, I believe you do it for yourself because it makes you feel pretty and confident. But why does it make you feel pretty and confident? And also let's talk about how while doing makeup we tend to, you know, lift our face up, contour our face so that it looks lifted and it looks a certain, you know, shape and size. And what does that mean? Having a round face is not actually really a beauty standard. So people with round face will try to, you know, cut it from here with all the contour and make it look a lot slimmer, because a chubby face does not fit a beauty standard. So it is literally about beauty standard and how people should look, rather than doing it for yourself. Of course, I will say I do makeup for myself, and I don't even go out all the time while wearing makeup. I just indulge myself in makeup, and it is my art and all that. But why do I have to, you know, make myself look pretty to just feel good and stay in my house and chill? Because it comes from that constant pressure of looking beautiful and looking pretty. People, so many young people can't even face themselves in mirror without makeup. And like I said in the beginning also, people come to the camera without makeup and stuff and say, hi guys, I'm so sorry, I haven't done anything and I look like a homeless, and then they start talking. But men never do that. So yeah, it's up upon us to actually think critically about all these tools that are sold to us as empowerment, if they are actual empowerment or not. If you ask me, I'll say makeup is not a tool of empowerment. And even if makeup gives you empowerment, then it will just give you power over another woman, but not over men. And we want power, not over another woman. I don't want to make another woman a stepping stone for my success. So no, that is a big no for me. And that is how I started my makeup, out of inferiority complex and out of insecurity. Today I'm totally secure on my skin, and I also feel that being beautiful is not everything in the world, and there are so many other interesting things about me other than my face and other than being pretty. So I am okay without makeup, totally okay, and I can go out, come to, you know, come online and whatever. I have done that a lot of time. But since I started doing makeup from like literal preteen, I now can't, you know, stop doing it because it's like my habit. I have indulged myself in makeup so much, now it's like a part of me, and it's really difficult. But I have stopped over consumption of makeup. I do not buy much. I have like 2 lipstick, 1 eyeshadow palette, that's all, and I'm going to make full use of my money. And I use the same eyeshadow palette for my eyebrows, for blush, highlighter, for eyeshadow, all of that, because I paid a lot of money for that, and I'm going to make a most out of it. So that's how I am trying to cut off on beauty products, and that is how I'm trying to be makeup conscious and think critically. And thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I'm not sure if this video was even productive, but I am just putting out my perspective out there about makeup. Please tell me in the comment section, what do you think about it, and what is your relationship or journey with makeup? I'd love to hear that. And thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.